Hello and good morning, everyone. Ooh, bit of morning voice. Pardon me. How is everyone? Hello. We're here on the Simple Life 1 Revival server hosted by the Simpletons. This is their official Simpleton and patron server. So if you remember, we are working on a Victorian painted lady here inspired by the pink lady in Eureka, California. Granted, we have a lot of work to do, but I wanted to show you what I've been working on here. We've got a chiseled diorite globe because I was working on the light in the kitchen. So the light in the kitchen is done. There it is. I have our light in the kitchen. I also did a smaller light here, but it is not low enough to take care of the lights, the spawning spaces here. So I will probably need to hide some lighting down there. Hello, Demethan. So this is our kitchen as it looks so far. Pretty happy with it. I did the cupboards, so these are non-functioning chisel and bit cupboards for above the countertop. What else have I done? I've been busy this morning working on the front. We've got gray, sort of concrete looking here. I've built out where the columns are going to go for the stairs. And built out where it's going to be a pointed roof. Added the beginnings of the crown molding around the edges here. And added the foundation covers. I don't know what they're called. The aprons. Woohoo! 210 bits from Demethan. Thank you! I appreciate it. So I've got all that built up. Stairs in place. We're gonna do this stuff this morning. We're gonna work on making the pillars here. And depending on how long that takes me, we might get into making this pointed roof. There are also some arch, I guess, coverings that go right here to kind of blend in this section. And there's another one on this side too, only it's bigger. I also tweaked these windows. They weren't so large. So there's this one here. And there's this one here. The details, huh, Dem? You haven't seen this place, have ya? So these are the small windows with their little detailing. And I'll show you. They even have little bits on the top here. And we've only been working on the first floor. I haven't gotten up to the second floor yet. I had to make custom blocks for these. Give it some texture because otherwise it was plain, and those are custom blocks too down there. And so we've got those, and then I'll show you one of the large windows. There are two on this floor that are large windows. So there's the large windows, and they have a bit more detail in the trim. Like that. This is a tower. If you googled Pink Lady Eureka, California, you would see the house I'm trying to mimic a little bit. And it's super high detailed, lots of little details in it. So yeah. But yep, all the windows on the first floor are done. Except for adding the stained glass in the large windows and the tower and the slanted windows and whatnot. So I went all the way around. That's what you've been missing. So let's get a further away view up here. So yeah. First floor, second floor. It's hard to reproduce. Exactly. It's hard to reproduce, but I'm having fun learning all the little details and exploring chisel and bits with it. So that's the point. To have fun with chisel and bits. That's what I'm doing here. So, yep, first floor, second floor, and then there'll be a roof. And I'm not sure if the second floor will be one block taller. I'm considering it. To me, from this viewpoint, it looks too short. So I just haven't decided. And since we have so much to work on in here, I'm not worried about it right now. But yeah, today I want to continue working on the front. This bay window is a lot easier to do than this tower was, this beginning of the tower with all this little detail railing work and whatnot around here. So that won't take nearly as long to try and work through. But like I said, I would like to do the entrance today. The ornate porch design. It's mostly got just a bunch of fancy posts, and I'm not sure how we're gonna work those out. Let me bring up my one picture I've got right now. Okay, so, and I was also working in here. We're gonna probably replace these doors, by the way, and the ones in the house are tall, and I might take up, it might look a little odd, but I might do 3 blocks here for the doors and have one open partially so that you can go in and out, and that way I can make the ornate doors out of chisel and bits and people can still come in and out of the house. That does mean moving this wall a little bit, but that isn't a big deal. So yeah, and then we've got stairs going to the 2nd floor, which hasn't been planned out yet. So really the only room in here that we've decorated is the kitchen. But I had fun with that last time. We did this one over the last week, I believe. And then our storage, I've made a bit more storage blocks. I was working on a couple of more so I can get rid of all of our chests and just use the storage. We need, I think I only have a couple ender pearls, and so we need one more ender pearl in order for us to make the crafting grid. So we need another ender pearl for that, and when we have that we'll be able to have a crafting grid for our storage. A search box would be nice as well, but we're gonna need some enchanted books, and I don't think I have any enchanted books. We also need a bunch of iron. So if you recall what we've got going on for the iron, there's a disco ball. It doesn't sparkle though, or unless you're talking about the diorite one. I was using that to make it, because I had to place each bit individually here. So, to create the sphere, to then copy it here. I used a, if you guys need to know, you use a negative chisel design to do that. A negative design will take a pattern in one block and impose it on another block. So if you remember, I placed the glowing block here, and so then I made the sphere here, used the chisel design on it, and then all I had to do was click on it here and it created the shape for me. So yeah, but yeah, if you recall, we're kind of short on iron, so we set up this little baby iron farm, and it ran out of a hoe at some point, so it wasn't able to run. It's gonna need another one here pretty soon, but I have over a stack of iron essence now, so if we grab that, we can make a bunch of iron, because each recipe makes 16. Each recipe makes 16. So there we go, we got 2 stacks of iron now. Yay! This server is the Simpletons official patron and Simpleton server. Hosting the Simple Life 1, which is not officially out yet on the Twitch launcher. It will release here in about another week or so, rumor has it. So it'll be out soon. It doesn't have, it's got mods to make your life simple, essentially. So if you are a Twitch subscriber, yeah, you would, if you're I can't remember if you've got a current subscription. If you're my Twitch subscriber, then you've got access. I just have to send you the files and get you on the whitelist if you're interested. Hi, Gaming Grandma. Killing mobs do. Village Box is the NPC mods that is in here. He's chilling out on top of my half a tree. So yeah, this is Simple City that we're building up. I'm pretty close to the warp where you can warp into Simple City. That's right here. That is 99 blocks, and that is Your Mama's Nuggets, and Yeti is building an igloo in the desert up there, and we got Amos Athar's castle up there, and Taylor's little village cropping up behind us here. Ooh, Emerald Essence. Where in the world did someone drop Emerald Essence? Okay. So yeah, this is Taylor, and back there is Amos. You can barely see his castle, but it's amazing. We might go over there again soon. Woohoo! The cheese! My life's going good. Thank you for the bits. I don't know. I don't think this is a mob drop. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense that it's a mob drop. So, hey Gizmo. Arova lives over here somewhere. You can see her on the mini map. She's playing a unique game this season because she has some wrist pain, wrist problems. Doing a lot of left and right clicking is painful for her. So she is going to do busking around the server to try to get resources. So that ought to be interesting, so that she doesn't have to do a whole bunch of mining and whatnot. So she's going to go around doing some busking. So that should be fun. So yeah, back to doing this again. If you do not like Chisel and Bits, you probably will not enjoy watching me play today, because we are going to do detail work with Chisel and Bits. Put it in the title for a reason. Because yeah, we're gonna work on this entrance. I'd like to get the pillars done here, and if that doesn't take very long, I want to make the little bit of railing here and here. So that's kind of the plan for this morning, and we'll go from there. So to get started, we need to make sure we have everything from Chisel and Bits that we might need. We need that and that. I have some bits in here that shouldn't be in here. That's interesting. There's our chisel. We can leave the negative and the mirror one in here probably. So yeah. Okay, where is our bit bag? Did we not take that out? Nope. Alright, so I do need the concrete bits. Concrete bits. And let's see. I don't want to make the pillars as thick as a whole block, so we're gonna have to trim them down. And looking at the reference picture, the pillars are really detailed. I'm not sure how much detail I'm going to be able to mimic in Chisel and Bits, but I do know that the base down by the stair area is just a square block. I'm gonna make it smaller, so we're gonna want to use the chisel and trim it down by planes. So if we trim it in, we'll do 2 on each side. And let me see, am I happy with that? I think so. Let's try that. And then if we did plain and replace, because I don't want to add bulk, we'll do that. Oh, undo. we'll get rid of the little bits that stick out here. Give me. Oops. I don't want to undo too much. I might have to crouch to get all of that. We'll see. So that would be the thickness of the pillar. I'm happy with that. And we do this again. Let's get rid of a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. I think they're going to need a little bit more detail. They look too plain. So what we're going to probably do, let's get the marble bits I have out. There they are, marble bits. If we did, okay, drawn region, replace, yes. What we're going to want to do is cut in. Connected plane would not give you the edge to bother with. I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see. Let's drop down so that we can see this a little better. Marble. Okay, so first we're gonna want to do 1, 2, that. And I cut that in, and then we'll do the marble place like that. I like it. I'm already out of inventory space. Hello, Laser Kitty. Oh, I needed to set this to compose? No. Add. That didn't do what I wanted it to, did it? I still have to learn about these designs. I really do. Okay. We need to clear our inventory. This is getting annoying. Okay, Laser Kitty, thank you for the follow. Do that. Don't need this, or, well, we do need the dirt because we just dug it up. We don't need all this wood. And let's put the living wood away. Back out 1, 2, and the problem here is that this goes in a bit. That should probably be fine. And is that, let's do replace here. Okay. Yes, now I wonder if I can do this and rotate it so that it works over here. Rotate it. There we go. Yay! Darkwing is having a problem playing Absolute Ender. Putting the cables up for the inventory system would leave them exposed because they don't work with the facade system in Ender. Oh, hang on. What inventory system? Darkwing. What inventory system? Because, and don't shave, don't shave planes from sandstone, use the saw. Use the saw. This saw. So, for example, let's take this cobble block, cut it vertically or horizontally, and just cut it down to the smallest bit, which will give you 16 because it's 16 planes. And then you can use the plane just like old microblocks if you have ever played with microblocks. So then you can actually place whole planes instead of having to fiddle with little bits. Welcome! And that's how you can do facades with any mod that is micro block compatible for chisel and bits. So yeah, use the saw. That's probably what I'm going to use for the pillars. I should have concrete in here. I do. So let's take one concrete block and I'll show you. If I do... Oh, I didn't want to place it. If we do pillars, start this way and cut them in half. And then if we do this way, we get pillar blocks. And then you can see that I think I can even shift to put them in the middle. So then we can actually shape these instead of having to trim down the cobble. And that's likely what I'm going to do. So yeah. First I want to... The next block we're going to work on is this one. Okay. And this is going to be finicky because everything's not centered. I've shaved in just this side and this side because that's all that needs to be done. And I'll fill these bits in with what's needed for closing that in when we're done getting this figured out. So like if I did... Simple Life Revival will be available on Twitch very soon. We are currently still in alpha/beta of the pack, but 99 Blocks is planning to release it in the next like week to 10 days, and then it'll be available on Twitch. So if I did a pillar here, see I don't want to do a pillar right here, but let me just show you. If I placed one there, then I could go up with it. I want to have this block a little taller. So we might just use the chisel and bits here, do a drawn region. No, if I do a plane and place. That's how many? 3, 4. That works. And that does what I want it to. It gives a little bit of lip on the outside of both of these blocks. But then I don't like that that isn't centered. It doesn't look centered. I think what I might do actually is let's use the chisel. Clean that off one. Like that. And yeah, I don't like the block in there. Let's undo that. And we'll do it again, but centered. That was not centered. Oh, when I did undo, it just undid the... There we go. And it turned it all into bits. Oh, good to know. Okay. Let's figure this out here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. off is that? Well, that looks to be about as center as I'm going to get it, since it's it'd be 4, 4, 4, and then 3. So no matter where I moved it, it would be slightly off, since it's an even numbered block, of course. So that's kind of where that will go. Does it look okay from a distance? I think so. So then we can take those little dots off where I was trying to line it up. So that will be where our pillar goes. Yes, and it'll go up. According to the picture, there are giant pyramid, upside down pyramid capstones on top of the pillar. I'm not so sure I'll be able to do something like that without it looking really silly. So I might do something of my own design. Sorry about that. I did forget to turn off my sound, so let's do that. There we go. All right, so we have that design to copy now. Is that where I wanted it? Yes, I think so. One, two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not where I wanted it. Let's undo that and try again. So not there. Not there. Maybe there. Might need to rotate it. One, two, 3. Hope it's not in the same spot. Try it one more time. Wow. I might have to manually do this one too, since not agreeing with me. Okay, let's get you taken out, and we're going to take that off and place a new one. Let's get you in the right spot then. One, 2, 3. So we need to get it so that it's right there. Yes. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Undo. So now we need to make a new block. Okay. Let's try this some more. Let's get another piece of concrete. And we'll cut it up into the pillars. Oops, let's get more pillar. And then Why am I not making the center pillar even number 2? Because the block it is even number actually, if you think about it. It's just that the stand, the pedestal that it's sitting on is not the same. Come on, go. The lag of the server. Because I trimmed the little pedestals in, they're not the size they were to start. The pillars are cut down so that they should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, the pedestals are not 16 by 16. I trimmed them in a little bit so that they weren't square. They're more rectangular. So yeah, they're trimmed in a bit. Yeah. So you don't have to have everything perfect. That's kind of what I'm going with. Things don't have to be exact. This slight little difference is not going to be noticeable unless someone stares at it really closely. So I am absolutely not concerned. Yeah. OCD's getting the best of you. Aww. What's going to be hard is getting the pillars here stacked up. You. Same material. Boink. Boink. Now I should be able to place more on top. That. And then I only have this one more, so we need to make more, but we need to line it up there. Get another one of these, cut it up. And do it again and again. Alright, this is the spot where that fancy crown top is that I don't think I'm going to be able to do. But always start with the straight pillar and we'll add to the straight pillar. There we go. Alright, so we have straight... Whoop, no we don't. That's not straight. Woof. Okay, so let's undo those. Do them again. Hello, Trayer. That is an old joke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if that's right. No. Alright. There we go. That I should have done it. Woohoo! Okay, so we've got that started. We put the dirt back. Alright. Now, how ornate do I want to try these? And do I want to do that? Wow. Okay. Let me look at the reference image real quick. The pillars in the actual house aren't too bad at for the most part. It's just the top that has that really fancy bit to it. And then this pink part is actually slightly curved. It goes with, there's gonna be a curve here, a slight curve here, but it's really ornate right here. Boy, this is gonna be a challenge. Woo! Probably just as challenging as that was. So now, I need to decide if I'm gonna make these pillars fancy or not. Hi, Rocket Pants. I could probably make them round. I'm pretty sure I could. Ay. Is Exoria all dead? No, I'm just taking a break. I got a little overwhelmed with what's required. Plots? Yeah, plots does help. I've used plots. But, let's see, that ought to work. And then we could even... Let's see if I can copy that. And it would be copied from this side. Place. Oops, I gotta redo that now. And that put it off the kilter. Why did that one get off so far? Because they're not in the same spot. Oh boy. Alright, let's try this again then. Alright, we need you to actually be, for this one, 1, 2, 3. There. And let's copy it again. Oops. Copy it again. And that will actually move it over where it's the same now. And then we'll redo that section, which it won't be difficult. So then, this one, 3 here, 4 here, is got to be moved. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. Try again. Like that. And we'll redo the base. That's not a problem. plane. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and then we'll trim off the excess. On both of them, and that'll be all good and dandy. There we go. Yes, looks good. Much better with the round ones, even if I choose not to add more detail to them. Round is better than square. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to want... I need that image back up. Let's make you smaller so I can still see chat at the same time. You can figure out this blasphemy round in Minecraft. Oh no! Whatever shall we do? Alright, so I am noticing reference image versus this one. The pillars that we have here are in further than what we have in the image. In fact, it looks like the pillars, there's two sets of pillars, one here and one like out here. I don't want to put extra pillars there, so we'll have to alter the design just a bit to make it work. Make it work. Like to the point that I'm thinking of shaving off this section here. And having that be the front face. And I'll have to obviously add the pink back in, but it should be okay, I believe. And then let's get the pink in. Let's toss these. I'm not going to go shaving off the pink parts of it. And let's get the pink out. Let's put the non-useful ones away. The pink we need is 1166. That's the color of the house. Take care, Dem. Have a good day. And replace. Okay, that one's already there. Oh, we're out. Undo. We need more. So let's make some more pink bits. Pink, white, cobblestone, wheel. We need 1166. Let's make a couple blocks. There we go. Now we should be able to do that. And let's do that as well. Can we get a few? Yay! Okay, so I want to do the underside of this in marble. So if we did that, we'll have to do some tweaking because it's going to have some marble sticking out that we're going to be able to see. We don't want that. See along there? But because there's so much molding, I'll be able to cover those up without issue. If we do the skirt, That might help. Let's do... Alright. And what I mean by skirt is there's a whole bunch of excess molding here, and then it comes down. So we're going to build up the molding first. And do I want to use marble for it all? Probably not. So let's try this. Oop, I undid too far. There's a redo. There has to be a redo. What is it? Redo. Nope. La 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 la. I don't know what I'm going to have as redo. Let's do that. Redo. And then what do I have here? Marble, concrete. 2, 3. And we'll do that all the way across. Remember that there's going to be a roof here. Sure. Alright, let's drop down one. And we're going to try to start doing the purple skirting. Or pink skirting. And we're just going to do the similar line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do 10. Oop. Alright, is that gonna be long enough? Maybe I should do the full block. 11, oops. 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do 15. We'll do 15. That will be helpful. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll cut an arch out of this and then line it in white. Speaking of white, we do need to bring out this a bit further now that we've marked it in. Let's do that. And I know I can use a pattern for this. To there, hopefully. I'm thinking I might need this crown molding. Let's see about getting it wrapped around the corner, and we might be able to incorporate that crown molding into this bit here. If we do impose there. Yep, see, because this is only half of the ornate crown molding here. The other half is going to be in this block space. I just haven't done it yet. So that should work. If we did it, we're probably going to want to do that a little taller, but for now that's good. Now to do this arch. Oh, such a process here. I might need to do a ellipse maker from plots to do that. And that is something I tend to do off stream, or you know, not live, because all the little itty bitty counting that has to be done to get it just right is something that is finicky, that I don't like to do on stream. I've done it on stream before. I just don't like it. So there's the start of the apron that will also be lined in white once I have an arch. And then we'll need to make an arch here, so I'm probably gonna so we do that, and then we can put in some planes. From down here you can't. Let's try again. No, nope. Perhaps. Perhaps. All right. And then we do the same on the other side, and then we can build in the pillar into the skirt. A lot more ornate and detailed that way. Definitely. I can see it now. I'm just hoping that I can do it justice. Yeah. Alright, so let's go do the same thing here with the marble. Let's see if I can get it to do what I want. Alright. There we go. Hello, Yasmin. Well, so what do you think so far? We have the pillars and the start of a skirt over the porch. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna do a little bit of the skirt here, right there. And that will be lovely. So let's work on that. And we did concrete blocks in a line, and we might have to do here. Oh, it was replace, undo. You want place. All right. Okay, so we had that line there. Let's go over so we can make sure they're similar. Notice I didn't say exact. So that's the line there. Then we built the skirt, and then we built it out a little bit further. So that's the line we need to build the skirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and we need to do it again here. So there's the skirt. And now we should be able to build up the bit of thing on the top. We went up, right? Yep. And since there's no... we need to get up higher. Let's put a dot here and here to help us build. Okay. There we go. That should be a pretty decent copy. And obviously anywhere that connects like that, we'll have to do a little bit of, you know, something. But we'll get there in time. We'll get there. Yes. Okay, I'm happy with the way that skirting looks. I'm missing one. Oh, I know where it is. Okay. Alright, so we have that. And when you come in here, you still have that little bit of detail right there, which is good. And whatever that window detailing will be, we'll be able to see that.